Brother, there's no way you can put on muscle if you're skinny if you do all these things I'm gonna talk about. So when you go online and you search on skinny guys advice how to get jacked, you will find people who are on steroids giving you some advice that you should train 7 days a week, you should train high volume, high intensity, and that's partially true. But there are 7 things that are keeping you away and keeping you from actually achieving the body that you want. Because you don't just want to look like you lift, you want to look big in clothes. You want to fill those shirt sleeves up so that when you go into the public, people can actually recognize, okay, this guy is jacked. I would like to be like him. Girls would look at you and instantly think that they will want to fuck you. And men will want to be similar to you. So what are the 7 things that are keeping you away from this, right? Because nobody's gonna tell you how it actually is on YouTube. That's why I'm here. So let's start first. Didn't stick to it for long enough. And this is because, my friend, you tend to really second guess your training program. You first train push-pull legs, then you go upper lower because some YouTuber told you it's better. Then you go bro split, then you do it. Yeah, that's bullshit. Or you just train like 6 days in a row, like for 3 weeks, and then you go to a club and you do all these stupid things, you get 0 sleep, your diet gets terrible because you just fucking wasted yourself in the gym, in the club. So why would you stick to a diet, right? You didn't stick to it for long enough. You just gave up. My friend, there's a very simple thing I can tell you here. You have to commit yourself to train for the rest of your life. That way you will stop chasing the goals you have, because the goal you have really is just to look bigger, to look better, and all of this, you know? But if you really commit yourself to actually training every single day of your life, or even for the rest of your life, like you're never gonna give up and stop. And that's the only time you're gonna make gains. Never gonna miss the gains. The second thing, you're only good 80% of the time. It's cute to say that you have to be good only 80% of the time. Work, but also have some fun. If you spend 5 days in the gym, then on Saturday or Friday or whatever, you go to a club, you don't realize that you fuck up a few nights of sleep in a row. You drink alcohol, which is gonna fuck up your muscles. You see, if you really want to have this cute mindset of doing 5 days a week of hard work and then going to the club on the next day, you'll fucking be left behind because you're always competing against other men in your life for the things you want. And if you're gonna do 80% of the time, like the best you can, you're gonna lose to me, who I do 100% of the time. And I'm gonna get 20% more gains than you. It doesn't seem like much, does it? But that's a lot. Imagine you would be 20% smarter than somebody. Yeah, now you see. Imagine if you had 20% more muscle. That's what? Let's say you have 50 pounds of muscle. You would be like 10 or 15% pounds more. Not percent, 15 pounds more. You see? These small things add up after a long time. So really stop having this pussy mentality of going 80% of the way and then 20% I'll have time. I'll have fun. Fuck off, man. You're eating for taste. There's a third thing. If you eat for taste, motherfucker, you're gonna be left behind because I eat for fuel and warriors eat for fuel. They don't give a shit what it tastes like. I'm gonna eat ginger after I record this. And then I'm gonna read, how is it called? Beetroot. You know how fucking terrible that tastes? But it's a super food for my body because first it's gonna make me healthy, it's gonna give me more energy for the gym, it's gonna make me more immune to diseases. I'm gonna be on a different level than you who are eating for taste. You're not a child anymore, but my friend, you are a fucking man. You should eat like one. Don't eat cereal, oatmeal like a pussy. Eat meat, fruits, vegetables, rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, fish, chicken, beef, you know, all these things. Stop eating like a boy who's living with his mother, like a dickhead. No. Eat for fuel. Eat what your body needs. And I'm gonna tell you, my friend, that skinny arm of yours is gonna disappear in a few weeks. You're gonna fucking put on so much muscle you never thought that's gonna be possible. Number 4, you try something that worked for somebody else rather than finding out what works for you. I see a lot of influencers online promoting like lengthened partials, then intensity, you know, all this shit. But really, have you tried it yourself? Have you tried yourself to do cable curls versus like barbell curls, because people are gonna tell you that yeah, barbell curls are the best for biceps. But have you tried it on yourself for long enough to see if it actually works? Or are you just blindly following somebody else's advice? You should really look at the things that work for you and just do them repeatedly and get better at them progressively. You know this term, progressive overload. Pick one of those exercises that feel the best for you. You get the best pump, you get the best feeling in your arms, and then you can progress on as well. And that's the only thing you should be doing instead of following what works for somebody else. Because the thing is, my friend, it's not the same for everybody else. It's not the same for everyone. Because my friend, I have a friend Matteo who I go to the gym every single day with. And he got different exercises that he does for arms than me. Because for him, he likes preacher curls. But I don't feel my biceps in preacher curls. I feel them with barbell curls. Or even incline curls. But for him, preacher curls is a must. Not for me. And we both have good gains. So you have to stop listening to these fuckheads online and actually find out what works for you best. That's the only way you're gonna escape this rut of having skinny arms, not being able to fill up shirts, and then then when you go out with a girl, she's gonna be comparing your arms to her. And she's gonna realize that you have smaller arms than her. Did not happen to me at all. Okay. Number 5. You are afraid to get a little fat. Let's be honest. If you want to put on some muscle, you have to expect to also put on some fat. Look at my belly right now. Yes, it's still a little bit defined, but you can see the fat clearly. You know? If you want to fucking put on muscle, there's no avoiding this. Unless you are fucking top 1% genetics, which you are not. So don't be scared to actually eat a little bit more, put on some mass, and then when you're not happy with how you look with that fat on your belly or whatever, you're gonna cut that down. But in order to build some muscle, the fastest, you can't have this pussy mindset that you're not gonna eat. You have to eat, and you are gonna put a little bit of fat. I'm really light right now. I'm not that light usually. I usually am 85 kg right now. I'm 78, and it's because I didn't train for 2 months, so I'm coming back right now. But I already see that I have a little bigger belly than I used to have at 78, and that's because I'm pulling on muscle, and that's normal. You're also gonna cut that down when you get more testosterone, and when you get to your desired weight, you can just cut that shit down 1-2 kg and it's gonna be okay. So don't be afraid, my friend. Number 6, instead of focusing on the basics, you try to be fancy. Okay. I heard online people say that you have to train 6 days a week, every muscle group twice a week. You have to do these nice little, you've seen these exercises online. It's like this bullshit, Shut the fuck up, bro. Just focus on the basics. What did the old school bodybuilders do? They did bench press, they did lat pull downs, they did barbell rows, they did squats, deadlifts. Don't do deadlifts, they're bad for your back. But you try to do these little nice show off exercises for TikTok brains, but they do not work. And if they do, it's probably some steroid head, crackhead using them. Not you. You should focus on the basics, overhead press, bench press, lat pull downs. And like I told you, focus on those and get better at them. Progressively lift more on them. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, this is gonna put so much muscle on you that you will not even believe your own eyes. Once I stopped focusing on all these fancy bicep exercises, like you do this, I'll slap the shit out of you. Once I stopped focusing on this bullshit, I started to put on muscle. My biceps used to be my worst muscle group, and as you can see, it's not that bad right now. I used to be ashamed of them, I wore big, long shirts to cover them. But now I see people in the gym complimenting me on them. So, don't try to be fancy. Focus on the basics, the basic movements, because they are proven and they work. Don't be like trying to optimize everything to the maximum. Don't make fitness complicated, bro. It's not really. You have to train, sleep, eat, and that's it. You know? Train like a warrior, eat like a warrior, sleep like a fucking warrior. And the last point is general things like poor sleep, poor mind-muscle connection. Yeah, I told you about this. Sleep. Most people focus on dieting and training, but if your sleep is terrible, these two can just fuck themselves. You're not gonna put on any muscle if your sleep is fucked up. You're not even gonna perform in the gym if your sleep is fucked up. You have to actually put most of your focus here, because that's where your muscle is actually built. And if you sleep 7 hours a night, you're not gonna put on muscle. Maybe like a little bit, just you train, you eat, okay, you're gonna put some muscle. But if you want to put the most amount of muscle you can, you have to sleep 9 hours of sleep. I'm not even gonna say 8, because for pussies who don't understand how this works, 8 hours, you're gonna wake up in the middle of your sleep cycle, which you're gonna wake up tired. If you wanna wake up fresh, you should either wake up after 7.5 hours or 9 hours. That's the sweet spot. And mind muscle connection, people really underestimate this shit. But I would not be able to grow my chest if I had terrible mind muscle connection. When I started growing my chest most, and when I get the most growth from this shit, that's when I also focused on really feeling that shit before my compound lifts. I used to do warm-ups with like cables, then I did the push-ups a little bit to really wake my chest up. When I was home, I used to really like just flex my chest while I was in my bed. And that really connected my mind to my muscles. And when I was training them while bench pressing or doing some flies or some bullshit, I could feel my pecs way more. And that led to more growth. Because if you don't feel the muscle you're working, chances are you're not working it. So there we go. 7 things, actually 8, that if you do correctly, you're gonna put on muscle and you're gonna start feeling those shirt sleeves like so you're not even believing in it, bro. But if you want all of this into a package that you can start using right now, I'm gonna help you with that. Click the first link in the description and I'm gonna speak to you one-on-one. I'm gonna create a program for you, a dieting plan for you, and I'm going to help you every single day on your gym journey, because you're gonna get my WhatsApp number as well. So we can talk and let's see what we can build together. Can't wait to help you, my friends. So click the first link in the description, and if you like this video, also click the subscribe button, because you're never gonna see me again if you don't. And I can't wait to help you. So remember, we go above and beyond.